So far you have learned the equality of sides and angles of a triangle. Maybe the sides opposite to equal angles are equal, the angles opposite to equal sides are equal, like that you have studied some of the properties related to equalities of sides and angles. Now we are going to learn the inequality of sides and angles in a triangle. So let us understand what is that inequality. So I am going to draw two line segments here. So you can take this is one line segment, another one like this. Then we can draw angles like this. We call this as AB. This is PQ. You can call this as ABC angle. This is PQR angle. And you look at these two angles and the sides here, you can write that PQ is greater than AB. We write like this. This symbol represents the greater. So it implies that PQ is greater. PQ is longer than AB. So this is a statement here. By looking at the diagram, we can write like this. In this, just you compare this angle with this angle, it is clearly visible just by observation. You can write angle PQR measures greater than angle ABC. So here PQR is greater than angle ABC. So we are comparing the angles here, PQR and ABC. We are comparing just by observation itself. We are able to tell that which is longer and which is shorter. So now we will take one activity here. So inside the triangle, so I am going to take one triangle now. Draw the triangle here. So here we have taken triangle ABC. So in which this angle is B, you can see that we can measure this angle using protractor. Let me take one protractor here. So now you can check this angle here by this one. Just you can have a look at this angle. This is measuring very closer to 60 degree. I think we'll take this as we'll take it as 57 degree. This is measuring 57 degree now. This angle is measuring 57 degree. Okay. Now what I will do, I am going to reduce this side AC here. I am going to reduce the side AC here. So for that, so let me draw line instead of this like this. So let us reduce the side like this. Okay. So we are reducing this side. A will become A dash. So we will write this as A dash. So we have reduced the side AC here. Now you can measure this angle now. We'll measure the same angle here. What is happening here? The angle is reduced now. So what is the measurement of this angle now? It is almost 48 degree now. This is 48 degree. So you can see this angle is 48 degree. So this angle is 57 and this is 48 degree. So when the length C AC is greater than A dash C, then angle ABC is greater than A dash BC. Further you do the same thing. You reduce this side here from B. If you further reduce like this, then what happens? The angle also reduces here. See this, if you measure that angle A double dash BC, that will be still lesser than that one. So what is that you can conclude here? this angle measurement just depends on the length of the side which is opposite to that angle. As the length of that opposite side increases, the measurement of that angle also increases. As the length of that opposite side decreases, the measure of that angle also decreases. So now we'll take a scalene triangle. We'll take one scalene triangle and we'll measure all the sides, all the angles, sides and angles also. So let me take one scalene triangle. This is, so scalene triangle means all the sides should be of different length. So we have taken triangle ABC. It is a scalene triangle. So ABC is a scalene triangle. It's a scalene triangle. Now let us measure the sides and angles here. So first let us measure the sides here using the scale. So you can check this side here. So it is 7 centimeter. So this is 7 centimeter. And again measure the side. Measure the side. This is almost 4.2 centimeter. So this is 4.2 centimeter. And then measure this side. AC, it is almost 6.2 centimeter. So this is 6.2 centimeter. Now we have measured the sides. So now we will write this AB is equal to 4.2 centimeter, and then BC is equal to 7 centimeter. AC is equal to 6.2 centimeter. Okay. So we are seeing that all the sides are of different length. So now you can measure the angles here now. Take the protractor and measure the angles here. You see that this angle B is measuring almost 62 degree. So you can write angle B is measuring 62 degree. Okay. So then keep the protractor on the So now you measure this angle. Now you are getting almost 82 degree. This is measuring 82 degree. Then keep this. Now you measure this angle. It is measuring almost 36 degree. So you will write this as 36 degree now. See, now we got angle A 82 degree, angle B we got 62 degree, and then angle C it is 36 degree. So now compare the sides and the angles. Which is the greatest angle here? Look at the diagram. The greatest angle here, A. Angle A is greatest. Angle C is smallest. Angle A is greater than B. A is greater than C also. A is 82 degree, B is 62 degree. So A is 82, C is 36. Now look at the opposite sides of these angles. What is the opposite side of angle A?
Sir, BC.
BC. It is 7 centimeter. BC. And then what is the opposite side of angle B? It is AC. So BC is greater than AC. So that means the side which is opposite to angle A is greater. You see the greater side, the opposite angle is greater. This longer side BC, the opposite angle is greater. Look at the shortest side here, 4.2. Opposite angle is 36. That is the smallest angle here. So among all these, We are having greatest 82, therefore opposite side here longer. The smallest is 36, the opposite side here the shortest. So this you can write it as a theorem. So the statement of the theorem will be like this. So you can write down the statement like this. So the statement of the theorem, it is 7.6. Follows: if two sides of a triangle are unequal, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, two sides of a triangle are unequal, the angle opposite to the longer side is larger. Angle opposite to the so statement we are getting activity. You can please mute the audio. Okay. So this is the side. See, if two sides of a triangle are unequal, you take any two sides, BC and AC are unequal. BC is greater than AC. Then angle opposite to the longer side is larger. The angle opposite to BC here, opposite to BC, you can see this angle. It is larger angle, longer. So longer the side, larger will be the angle. And then side AC is smaller compared to BC. Compared to BC, AC is smaller. Then the opposite angle, you look at that, it is 62 degree. So 82 and 62, 62 is smaller, 82 is greater. So if the sides are unequal, then the opposite angles are also unequal. So larger the angle, larger will be the side opposite to that one. If the larger the side, then the angle opposite to that is also larger. Then the converse of this same statement with this, see, two sides we have taken here. Suppose if I take two angles which are unequal, the statement will be like this. You can write the statement like this. So that is theorem 7.7. The statement is as follows. In any triangle, the side opposite to the larger angle is longer. Just a converse of the previous theorem. These two theorems are converse to each other. Same meaning, both gives the same meaning, but once the sides are given, you can compare the angles. Same way, if the angles are given, you can compare the sides also. Now, another activity we will see. You take any triangle. This is over. Is it over? Have you noted this statement?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we go to important property inside a triangle. So let us take a triangle. One small triangle will draw. So I have taken triangle ABC. So ABC is a triangle, and let us measure the sides of this triangle. So I am going to measure this length of the side. It is 7 centimeter. Approximately it is. So this is 7 centimeter. In the same way, let us measure this side AB. So it is almost 4.2 centimeter now. This is 4.2. And if you measure this side AC, it is 6.2. Just approximately, you can take it as 6.2. So this is 6.2 centimeter. So we have measured this sides here. Okay. Now the question is, take any two sides sum of any two sides. You take the sum of any two sides. And here then the third side. Then comparison. So first I will take sum of any two sides. First I will take AB plus BC. What is the measurement AB plus BC? 4.2 plus 7. So it is 11.2 centimeter. So I have taken AB and BC. What is the third side that is left out now? That is AC. It is 6.2. Now compare the sum of two sides with the third side. Sum of two sides is greater. So therefore, you can write AB plus BC is greater than AC. See, sum of two sides here greater than the third side. See, I have taken AB and BC. Now you change the sum of two sides. Instead of AB and BC, I will take BC plus AC. BC plus AC. What is BC? 7. AC is 6.2. So if you add this one, 13.2 centimeter. Then I have taken BC and AC as the sum of two sides. What is the next third side left out now? After BC and AC? AB. So what is the measurement of AB? AB here 4.2 centimeter. Now also you compare now. 13.2 and 4.2. 13.2 is greater. That means sum of two sides is greater. That means I can write BC plus AC is greater than AB. So one more possibility is there. So let us measure the third also. Instead of taking BC plus AC, we are going to take AC plus AB. AC plus AB, that is 6.2 plus 4.2. If you add this one, 10.4 centimeter. So what is the third side of AC and AB have taken? Third side is BC. So BC length is 7 centimeter. Now you compare 10.4 is greater or 7 is greater? 10.4 is greater. So therefore, AC plus AB is greater than BC. So in all these situations, these are the only three possible ways in this triangle. So this is applicable to any triangle. You construct any triangle and measure the sides and find out the sum of the two sides, and it is always greater than the third side. So therefore you can write a statement or the theorem like this. You can make a statement here. So that is theorem number, you can write it as 7.8. And the statement is as follows. The sum of any two sides of a triangle, the sum of any two sides of a triangle, sum of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side. Is greater than the third side. It is greater than the third side. This is the statement obtained from this activity. So we have compared the sides. Sum of any two sides is always greater than the third side. This is applicable for all the triangles. So based on this, we will work out some of the questions under exercise. So question number 1, exercise 7.4. First question. All of you write down the first question. Show show that in a right angle triangle, show that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest side. Hypotenuse is the longest side. Hypotenuse is the longest side. So you have to prove that in a right angle triangle, the hypotenuse is the longest. Let us draw one rough diagram of a right triangle. So you can draw one right triangle like this. We call this as ABC is a right triangle at B. In this right triangle, what is the hypotenuse here? This is hypotenuse.
3.
The opposite side of a right angle is a hypotenuse. This is 90 degree. Now we have to show that hypotenuse is the longest side. So how to show that one? How to show that hypotenuse is the longest
Sir,
side?
first we have to show that right angle, sir, in that right angle
The 90
triangle,
degree
the
is
90 degree is the largest angle.
Very good, very good. So we have to show that the 90 degree is the largest angle here compared to, see, in triangle ABC, we have angle B is equal to 90 degree, means A plus C must be equal to 90 degree. You can use the angles property here. Angles property, okay. So you can use the angles property here. So since B itself measures 90 degree, means the remaining two angles must measure 180 degree. You can use here angles property. So based on that, you can write A plus C is equal to 90 degree. Once the sum of these two is equal to 90 degree, means suppose among A plus C, if I remove C, A alone is equal to 90 degree or less than 90 degree or greater than 90 degree. If I take A
Sir,
alone,
less than
less
90
than
degree.
90 degree.
Sir, less than
why
90
it is
degree.
less than 90 degree? Because A and C together 90 degree. If I take A alone itself, so A alone must be less than 90 degree because A and C together only coming 90 degree. Similarly, if I take C alone, is it less than 90 degree or greater than 90 degree or equal to 90 degree?
Sir, less than 90 degree.
This also should be less than 90 degree. A is less than 90 degree, C is less than 90 degree, and we have B is 90 degree here. So we have angle B 90 degree, and we have angle A and C is less than 90 degree. So in this triangle, so B is the greatest angle. So here in triangle ABC, so angle B is equal to 90 degree is the largest angle. If that is the largest angle among all, then the opposite side, the side opposite to the largest angle must be longer. So therefore, hypotenuse AC is longest. That must be the longest. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when we compare all the three angles, angle B is the largest angle. Therefore, the opposite side of that angle is the hypotenuse AC. So that must be the longest side among all the three sides. You can note down this. We'll move to the second question after this. If it is over, then I will go to the second question. Over?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write down the
Yes,
second
sir.
question. What, Madhu?
Sir, no, sir. I said that I completed.
So then write down the second question now. In figure, sides AB and AC, sides AB and AC of triangle ABC, are extended to points P and Q respectively. Extend to points P and Q respectively. Also, angle PBC is greater than, is less than QCB. So that AC greater than AB. AC is greater than AB. You have to show that AC is greater than AB. So let us draw the diagram. It is given. Diagram is given. So you can draw the diagram like this. This is A, B, C. This is P. This is Q. So with the reference to this diagram, so let us write what is given now. With reference to the diagram, side AB and AC of a triangle are extended points P and Q. Also that PBC, angle PBC is less than angle QCB. This is given. We need to show that, we need to prove that AC is greater than AB. See, look at the diagram. PBC is this angle, which is outside the triangle ABC. Okay, this is PBC. And what is QCB here? QCB is this angle. So here we have the comparison, which is larger here. Larger angle is PBC. This is larger. Simply I will write L, and this is S, smaller. L is representing larger. Angle B is larger, and so but we have to compare the sides of the triangle ABC. Here the angles given which are not inside the triangle, they are not the interior angles of the triangle ABC. But we have to compare the sides of the triangle ABC. So that means we need to know the relation between the interior angles of the triangle ABC. Now tell me how to connect this exterior angle to the interior angle.
Sir, exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angles.
Exterior angle is equal to 180 degree.
Huh? How you can compare? See, let me write once again. Angle PBC is less than angle QCB. This is given. Okay. In place of PBC, what I will write? It is an exterior angle of a triangle. There is a relation. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of its interior opposite angle. So what are the interior opposite angles? See, for this angle B, interior angle is this one, and opposite angles are these two. So these two angles are opposite angles. So this angle PBC must be equal to angle A and C. Okay. So now I will write in place of PBC as angle BAC plus angle ACB. In place of PBC, I can write angle BAC and ACB. and less than symbol you write as it is. In place of QCB, come on, tell me what you can write.
Sir, angle CAB and angle AB.
Sir, angle A plus angle B.
Okay. So this angle should be equal to sum of these two angles. Exterior angle, this is the adjacent angle is interior, opposite angles are these two. So you can write here, QCB can be written as, what you can write? BAC, once again the same angle, BAC plus ABC. What is the property we have used here?
Sir, exterior angle.
Exterior angle property.
Exterior angle property. So we used here the exterior angle property here. Now you can compare this. Okay, just you compare the both the places now. In both the left hand side and right hand side, you can see that BSC is same. You can cancel these two. BSC and BSC you can cancel. Both are same angles. What is left out now? What is left out? So
Sir, angle ACB is less than angle ABC.
Sir, angle ACB is less than
AC
angle
is less than ABC. ACP is less than AC. ACP is less than ABC. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So now, then side opposite to that one. For ABC, which is the opposite side, ACB, which is the opposite side.
Sir, AB.
So therefore,
AB.
ACB is smaller, AB must be smaller than, what is that AB? For ABC, the opposite
Sir,
side
yes.
is. So,
Sir, yes.
AC. So what is that indicates? AB is smaller than AC means what we need to prove here? We need to prove.
AC is greater than AB.
So what is the difference between these? Both are same only. AB is less than AC gives the same meaning as AC is greater than AB. So which implies AC is greater than AB. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Write down this. Shashidhar, mute the audio. Shashidhar.
Sir,
Shashidhar, mute the audio. Shashidhar.
sir, excuse me, sir. Sir, in the diagram you have written that angle QCB is smaller, no, sir. Sir, it is greater, sir, like that they gave solution.
I have written QCB is greater, isn't it?
No, sir, you have written angle QCB is smaller, no, sir, in the diagram.
Correct. This is reverse. This is greater. Okay, this is larger. QCB is greater. This is smaller. You are right. Similarly, this will become. So this is larger means this will be smaller. And this will be larger. You are right. Good, Chinmay. Over.
Yes, sir.
So we
Yes,
go
sir.
to the third question now. Shashidhar. Third one. In figure, angle B is less than angle A and angle C is less than angle D. Show that AD is smaller than BC. So let us draw the diagram here. So the AB line segment intersect AB, O, D and C. So this is the given diagram. So in this diagram, so what is given, let us write first. So they are given angle B is less than angle A, then angle C is less than angle D. We need to prove that AD is smaller than BC. AD is smaller than BC. See, this is not a side of any triangle. AD is not a side of any triangle here. And also BC is also not a side of any triangle here. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But we have to compare these two sides using the angles given. The angles of the triangles ABO and DCO. You have to use these two triangles. Compare this one. See in here, you can compare this angle B is greater than less than this angle B is, what is this? This angle is smaller. This is smaller. Angle A is, so this angle is larger. Simply I use the symbol S and L, smaller and larger. Then the other triangle C is smaller. So this angle is smaller and then this angle is larger. Now using these two, we need to compare the sides AD and BC here. Both are not the sides of any triangle that we have taken here. So now tell me how to connect this with the sides of the triangle. Just you apply.
Sir, we have to first, sir, separate the triangles and
Sir, we have to
find
first
the larger
show that
sides and then we
sir,
can add
BO
those.
is larger.
Yes, you can add here.
Sir, first we have to show that BO is larger than AO.
So you can write this B is smaller than A, it is given. So therefore, opposite triangle of B, opposite side of B, AO is shorter, AO must be shorter. Opposite side of angle A, that is BO, must be longer. This is by theorem. So this is, you can write it as the relation 1. Relation number 1. Similarly, you can take the triangle, in triangle CDO, we have angle C is smaller than angle D. This is given. Then opposite side of angle C is OD. OD must be smaller than OC. So this is the second equation. Second relation, not equation, relation. This is second one. Okay. Now add 1 and 2 now. So just you add 1 and 2. Left hand side you add AO plus OD should be smaller than BO plus OC. We are adding these two relations 1 and 2. AO plus OD is nothing but AD. This should be smaller than BC. This is what we wanted. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes,
sir.
Okay, we
Yes, sir.
go to question number 4. question. AB and CD are respectively. AB and CD are respectively the smallest and longest sides of smallest and the longest sides of a quadrilateral ABCD. Show that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is greater than angle D. And the diagram they have given is like this. So this is all like this: A, B, C, D. So now with reference to this diagram, let us write what is the data that they have given. So given AB and CD are smallest. So AB is smallest. So let me change the diagram because it is the smallest. So here it is clearly given that in this quadrilateral ABCD, given smallest side is AB. AB is the smallest and CD is longest. Longest in the entire quadrilateral. It is not the comparison between AB and CD alone. It is the comparison between all the four sides. Among all the four sides, AB is the shortest one and CD is the longest one. So what we need to prove here, we need to prove the two relations. We have to prove that angle A is greater than angle C and angle B is also greater than angle D. This is what we have to prove here. So now to compare A and C, let me join this by a line segment. I want to compare A and C, so that I have divided this quadrilateral into two triangles. What is that? ABC and ACD. So now in these two triangles, so you can compare the angles now. Here in this triangle ABC, which is the greatest angle in triangle ABC? In
Triangle
ABC.
Triangle.
Triangle ABC.
Sir, triangle ADC.
Now, if that is the greatest angle, A is greatest means the opposite to that one. So A is greater means opposite to this is BC. So that BC must be greater than what? BC must be
AB.
greater than what is the side opposite to C?
3AB.
Opposite this is smaller. So then AB. So BC must be greater than AB. We can write. So you call this as 1. Okay. Sorry. What we did here, we made a mistake. What is that mistake? It is not given. We have to prove that. BC and AB among ABC, BC and AB if you compare. So this is given, clearly given, this is shortest. This is shortest. So this side is shortest. Okay. So when we compare with BC, so BC must be greater. So then opposite angle. What is the opposite angle of BC? Angle
Angle A.
BAC must be greater than angle BAC must be greater than. What is the opposite angle of AB? It is ACB.
Sir, angle ACB.
ACB.
Okay, these are the angles opposite to the equal sides. So BAC is opposite to BC, ACB is opposite to AB. So this is shortest, and then BC must be longer. Shortest opposite angle ACB must be smaller, and then opposite to BC, that is BAC, must be larger. Okay, so you can call this as 1. This is 1. Compare these sides now. Triangle ADC. In triangle ADC, see which is the longest side?
Sir, CD.
CD. CD is the longest side. Then, if this is the longest, means the other two sides must be smaller. Then I will compare this with AD. CD and AD. Which is longer? CD is longer compared to AD. Then you write the opposite angles. Opposite angles of this one. The opposite to
CAD is greater than angle.
CD is CAD. CAD is greater than, opposite to AD, it is ACD. It is ACD. So you call this as 2. Add this 1 and 2 now. Add 1 and 2. When you add 1 and 2, what it gives? BAC plus CAD. BAC plus CAD must be smaller, must be greater than ACD plus ACD. So now BAC plus CAD, what is that angle? Can you tell me? BAC is this angle. Look at this is BAC.
Sir,
Sir,
BAD.
BAD.
CAD is this angle. Once you add these two angles, the sum will give you BAD, angle BAD. It should be greater than ACB and ACD. You compare. ACB is this angle. Okay, and
Sir,
this is
BCD.
ACD. Sum of these two angles gives you,
Sir, BCD.
it is BCD.
Sir, BCD.
So that means it is A is greater than BAD is nothing but A. This is nothing but C. First one we proved. First part we proved. In the same way, we have to prove the second one also. We have to prove that angle B and D. So what you have to do for that one?
Sir, we have to construct a line segment from. Sir, we have to connect B and D.
So
Sir, we have to take another diagonal.
Okay. Now you can write on this. Later we will go to the next part of that code. Over.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So then, so we will write on this, the second part here. So now again we will remove this diagonal line. Okay, now in this is longest. So now you join this. So join BD now. The construction here. So join BD. So join BD. Now compare the triangles. So in the triangle ABD, so which is the shortest side here? AB is shortest. Then AD must be longest compared to AB. So I will write AD is greater than AB. AD is greater than AB because AB is shortest. So therefore, opposite to AD it is ABD. Angle ABD should be greater than opposite to AB it is ADB. ADB. So you call this as third equation. Then again come to the triangle ACD in triangle BCD. In triangle BCD, the longest side is DC. Therefore, DC must be greater than BC. You are comparing DC and BC because DC is the longest one. Once DC is longest, so then opposite of that one is DBC. DBC must be greater than opposite of BC. BCD, it is BDC.
BDC.
BDC. We call this as equation 4. Add 3 and 4. Add 3 and 4. So ABD plus DBC must be greater than ADB plus BDC. Now look at the diagram ABD plus DBC. What is that angle? ABD is this angle and DBC is this angle. Sum of these two must be ABC.
ABC.
Is greater than ADB is this angle and then BDC is this one. If you add this, it gives you ADC. So this is two angles. ABC means it is nothing but angle B. ADC is nothing but angle D. So this is the second one. We proved the angle B is greater than angle D. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now all of you try that question number 5. Try that yourself now. Fifth one, try, all of you try this question. In figure, PR is greater than PQ and PS bisects angle QPR. Prove that angle PSR is greater than PSQ. So these two angles are equal because this is bisected. PS is bisecting this angle. So given PR is greater than PQ. PS bisects PQR means QPS is equal to RPS. These two angles are equal. If suppose this is X degree means this is also X degree only. Both the angles are equal. So we need to prove angle PSR is greater than angle PSQ. Angle PSR, so this angle we need to prove is greater than angle PSQ. So we have to compare PSR and PSQ. Anybody got idea? Tell me how to prove this PSR and PSQ. PSR greater than PSQ. How to prove this PSR greater than PSQ? Tell me. Nobody? Can you tell me what is PSR? It's an exterior angle of triangle PQS, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you can write PSR can be written as PQS plus QPS. So that is, I will write it as PSR is equal to PQS plus X. Okay. So you can write this one. Then the same way, what you can write PSQ? What you can write PSQ? PSQ can be written as
Sir, angle SPR plus angle PRS.
angle PRS plus angle
Sir, SPR.
SPR. So here again PSQ can be written as PRS plus X. So this is, you can call this as 1 and 2. And now you use what is given here. What is given? PR is greater than PQ. PR is greater than PQ. Isn't it? PR is greater than PQ means the opposite angle of PRU must be greater. What is the opposite angle of PR?
Sir, PSR.
Sir, PSR.
Huh?
Sir, angle
They are
PSR.
comparing PR and PQ. PR and PQ, not PR and PS.
Sir, angle
Sir,
PQ.
angle PQR.
Angle PQR. Angle
Sir,
PQR.
angle PQR is greater than angle.
Greater than angle, which is the angle opposite to PQ?
Sir, PRQ.
Sir, angle PR.
PRQ. Now, instead of writing PQR, I will write it as PQS. Both are same angle only. Instead of writing PRQ, I will write it as PRS. So we got angle PQS is greater than PRS. This is larger, this is smaller. This is larger, PQS is larger and PSS. Now, we have already in place of PQS, what you can write here? Can you write it is PSR minus X?
Yes, sir.
Can you write it as PS? See here PQS in the first equation. It is in the right hand side. Transfer X to the left hand side. In place of PQS, you can write it as PSR minus X. Angle PSR minus X. Okay. Then this greater than symbol you write as it is. In place of PRS, what you can write? You will see the second equation.
Sir, angle PSQ minus X.
Class.
Here's angle PSQ minus
Class.
X. In both the places, you can cancel this X and X. What is left out now?
Sir, angle PSR is equal to, sir, is greater than angle PSQ.
PSQ. Angle PSR is greater than PSQ. This is what we wanted to prove here. Okay. Here, can do one thing here. You write here clearly. This is greater than. Instead of writing PRS, you write it as PSQ minus X. Now you cancel this. Sorry. X and X cancels. Whatever remains, you write on that side. Here, this is exterior angle property. You can write exterior angle property in both the places. Okay. And how you got this one? You can write it as PQS is equal to PSR minus X. This is equation from 1. Then PRS angle is PSQ minus X. This is from equation 2. From 1 and 2. This we have substituted here. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So one more question is left out. Show that all the line segments drawn from a given point not on it, the perpendicular line is the shortest. Try to do that yourself. How you can do this? Show that among all the lines drawn, see here is a line, just observe that. So point P you take. So you can draw how many lines? Infinite lines you can draw, isn't it? So let us write this is shortest, that is perpendicular. This is 90 degree. The shortest line will be perpendicular only. You can call this as Q. Suppose this is R. See, among all the line, PQ is the shortest. PQ is shortest. Okay. You compare PR, RS, P, U, whatever the lines you draw from P, which is the shortest?
Sir, PQ.
Sir, PQ.
So because PQ perpendicular to QR, shortest will be the perpendicular always. The shortest is always perpendicular. So PQ is shortest. PQ is shortest means the angle which is 90 degree, the opposite side, PR, must be greater. It is the longest one. Because you have already proved that the hypotenuse is the longest side. We have proved in one question. Hypotenuse is the longest side because it is the side opposite to 90 degree. Side opposite to 90 degree. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes.
I think you do this today yourself.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
See tomorrow.